Good morning. Today we are finishing up our percentage unit. This is our last objective. CO45, I can find a new amount after a percentage increase or decrease. So this is continuing those percentage of increase and decrease from yesterday. Okay, so it's a continuation of it. Remember, next week, we don't have school Monday. I'm giving it to you off for my birthday. You're welcome. Tuesday will be a review date. So it's very important that we are here on Tuesday to review all of these percentage objectives, because it's really easy to forget the part over the whole equals the percent over 100 from that first objective we did this unit. Okay, so we're going to be reviewing on Tuesday. Wednesday is a practice test. I will have a review session after school on Wednesday where we can get a little bit more practice with it because the test is on Thursday. Review Tuesday, practice test Wednesday, real test Thursday, and we want to rock this test. So we want to make sure that we are practicing and reviewing and we remember how to do it. We want to use our help sheets. I had some people take the last test without a help sheet, and then they got stuff wrong, and I said, well, where's your help sheet? That was supposed to be on the help sheet. And they said, I didn't have one. Oh my goodness, friends, when a teacher gives you the opportunity to use a help sheet, use it. Okay, write down everything just in case. Sometimes when we get to that test, we get a blank and we forget how to do something. Zoe. Remember, we moved everything down. So today was supposed to be our review day, but we made one of our objectives into two. So you have to look at CO45 from yesterday. I arrowed it down. There is a workbook page associated to today. Yes, Nick. Khan is due tonight. It is a Thursday. So make sure you have your Khan Academy done. Tomorrow is going to be a retake day. Okay, so the homework workbook page associated with today, we are not correcting tomorrow because tomorrow is a retake day. So it's more important that you get your Khan Academy done, but you cannot forget to complete this because we will be correcting it on Tuesday. All right, let's learn about today. CO45, I can find a new amount after percentage increase or decrease. So first we have to know what a percent is. A ratio whose denominator is 100. The symbol for the percent we know. So a discount is a decrease in the price of an item. So if you get a 10% discount for being just a spectacular, awesome person, you're getting a 10% decrease in that amount. So you're going to want to know, what is my new amount? If I get 10% off, what do I get for that? How much do I have to spend? So this is something that we use in everyday life. I just ordered some clothes for my girls, and we had gotten a discount. We'd gotten a decrease. I had a coupon, and it was really important for me to know what that decrease was, what my new amounts were, because I only have so much money to spend. Their shopping list was super long, and mom only has so much money. So we had to figure out what our new amounts were for each of the pieces of clothing so we knew how much we could buy. So for example 1, we are finding a sale price. To find the sale price of an item, do the following. Find the amount of the discount, so that amount of decrease, and then subtract that discount from the original price. Friends, this is what we did yesterday. Now we're just putting real life words to it. Okay, we found the percent of decrease, and then we found the new amount. Now we're saying find the discount, which is the percent of decrease. And then find the new amount. What's the sale price? Same thing. We're just using real life words. So we buy a pair of jeans that is 30% off the original price of $29. What is the sale price? So the first thing we do is to find the discount. find that decrease. So how did we do that yesterday? How did we find our decrease? We can't subtract yet. We have to find how much we're going to subtract. Brielle? Yeah, 30% is 0.3. And then we want to know 30% of $29 of to multiply. So 0.3 times our $29. So 30% of 29, when we do the math, we get $8.70. Because when we deal with money, we always want to go to that hundredth place. We wouldn't say $8.7. That's not how we talk. This is real life. We say $8.70. So we have to go to the hundredth place. Anthony?
8.7, like, that's, like, you would say 3.
No.
8.7.
If you said 8 and 7 cents, that's 7 pennies. 7 cents is different than 70 cents. So 8.7 is $8.70. There's a difference between 70 and 7. We have to be careful with that. You have to put that 0 in the hundredths place, and then you see that it's $8.70. So we know the discount is $8.70. The question is, what is the sale price? Not asking what the discount is. Okay? We want to know how much those jeans cost. Mom only has so much money. How much can I put towards these jeans? Taking some of my money. Nick, what do I do?
You subtract them?
Yeah. My original price was $29. I'm taking off that discount of $8.70. Notice how I lined up my numbers. Why did I write it that way? Zoe? How I'm subtracting with decimals. Remember when we subtract or add with decimals, we have to line up those decimal points, and empty spaces we fill in with those zeros. It's really easy to forget how we subtract with decimals, especially when we're using calculators. And I'm fine with us using the calculator on it, but we need to remember how we subtract with decimals. Okay? Line up your decimal points, put zeros into the empty spaces. So when I do $29 minus $8.70, I end up with $20.30. Whew. That means I have more money to spend on more clothes. Discounts are a beautiful thing. You can buy more. My girls really liked that last night when we were doing our online shopping. We got to buy more. All right, so finding a retail price. So is this making sense? Finding that, oh, actually we have a sample to do. So let's do the example now. Same thing, we have an original price and we have a 30% discount. So if it's $36 to start with, how do I find my sale price? Aiden.
You do 0.3 times 36.
Because I take that percentage and I put it as a decimal. I multiply it by my original price, and what do I get?
10.80.
$10.80. That is a healthy discount. $10 off. That's awesome. But my question is, what's the sale price? How do I find that? Brielle? I have to have $36 minus my $10.80. And what does it give me, Brielle? $25.20 is my sale price. Okay, so that's finding our sale price. You multiply the percentage by your original amount, then you subtract it from that original amount, because what you're finding is the discount But if you want to know the sale price, you have to do that extra step. So now example 2, finding the retail price. That's the original price. A store that sells skateboards buys them from a manufacturer at a wholesale price of $57. The store's markup is 150%. What is the retail price? So the manufacturer sells it to the store for $57. Is the store going to sell it for $57? No, because they want to make money off of it. So they're going to mark it up. They're going to increase the price so they can get a profit. Because if they buy it for $57 and sell it for $57, they don't make any money off the deal. Why are they doing it? They want to make money. That's what stores do. So we want to know what the store is going to sell that skateboard for if they mark it up 150%. So we're going to take that markup, same idea as the discount. We're going to multiply that percent by the original amount. 150% is 1.5. Because remember, we moved that decimal place over 2 places, and we get 1.5. Multiply it by our original price of $57, and we get $85.50. Is that what the store is going to sell it for? Why not, Landon?
Well, because you have to add the markup price.
Oh, because that's the percent of increase. 150% is $85.50. That's the profit they want to make. So in order to get that, we have to add it to our original price. The retail price then is going to be $142.50. So when you buy that skateboard for $142.50, the store makes $85.50 in profit. So they paid $57 for it. They're selling it for $142.50. So they can put in their pocket $85.50. That's their profit. Does that make sense? So you have to look at what your questions are asking for. If it's a sale price, there's a discount, you're minusing it, you're subtracting it because it's getting smaller. If it's a markup, it means you're increasing. So the store's making a lot of money off of that skateboard. Too bad we can't just go right to the wholesaler. I'd much rather spend $57 than $142. So let's do an example. The wholesale price, the original price, Brielle, do you have a question or you just want to do it? Okay, so the wholesale price, the original price is $55. The markup percent is 50%. So we need to find that percent of change. So 50%, if we move that decimal over 2 places, it's 0.5. What do I do with that 0.5, Lily? Multiply it by my original amount of 55. $27.50. If we multiply 55 by 0.5, we get $27.50. What is my retail price? What is the store going to sell it for if they increased it by 50%? Brielle? Say it a little louder. Yeah, we have that $27.50, our markup, plus the original price of 55 gets me what? Aiden?
$82.5. $82.50.
$82.50. That is what the store wants to sell it for if they want to make a 50% profit. Okay. So now, so it's just percent of increase, percent of decrease. We're just using real life words with it. Now we want to solve a multi-step problem. Whew. Just like the last time we knew how to do the one-step algebra, adding or subtracting. We knew how to do the one-step algebra, multiplying or dividing. And then we had to do the two-step. We had to do the add, subtract, and then the multiply, divide. We need to remember how to break down these multi-step problems. It's not scary. We're just doing the same things we've been doing. We're just doing it all in one problem. So, sales tax, and tips. Tips are wonderful for the workers, but you need to know how to figure them out. Okay, I was at a restaurant last night with some friends, and I had to figure out what kind of tip I wanted to give. Oh. Absolutely not. We don't do 5% tips. Okay, focusing. So sales tax and tips are amounts that are added to the price of a purchase. Sales tax and tips are usually calculated using a percent of the purchase. At a restaurant, you order a meal that costs $12 and you leave a 20% tip because it was a spectacular waitress who was constantly filling your water for you and checking in to see if you needed stuff, and you want to give her a nice tip to reward her for being a very attentive waitress. So you're going to leave a 20% tip. The sales tax is 5%. So whenever you're buying stuff, you have to pay a sales tax. Thankfully, in Minnesota, we don't pay a sales tax on clothes, but in other states you do. We pay a sales tax on like products, like I have to buy a box of Kleenex, I have to pay a sales tax on it. Nick?
Wait, you pay sales tax on gas?
It's already added into the price that they put on it. All right, so at a restaurant, you order the meal for $12, you leave a 20% tip, and the sales tax is 5%. What is the total cost of your meal? So if your meal costs $12, you want to find your tip of 20%. So 20% times 12, so 0.2 times 12 gives you that $2.40. So this is your tip, is $2.40. Then we need to find what our sales tax is. So we take that $12, and now we're going to multiply it by 0.05, because our sales tax is 5%, 0.05. And we find that it's 60 cents. So we have to pay 60 cents in sales tax. Now, we want to know what our total cost is. If we're finding the total, what operation are we doing? Addition. Total means you add. So we need to add our $12 plus our tip of $2.40 plus our sales tax of 60 cents, and we end up with $15 is our total price for that meal. Okay? So you're doing the sales tax and the tip, and then you add it together. Finding the tip, it's what we've been doing. That percent of increase. Finding the sales tax, it's what we've been doing. Percent of increase. And then we add them all together. So even though it's multi-steps, it's still the math that we have been doing this whole time. So multi-step, you need to make sure you're doing each step, but it's not scary new math. It's just doing each step one at a time. So now, your cost of your meal is $35.27. Your sales tax is 6% and your tip is 18%. Who can walk me through what I have to do? Because I want to find the total cost. So what's the first one I want to take care of, Peyton?
Isn't it tax?
Yeah, that's listed first, so I'm going to do it first. Is it going to make a difference if I do tax first or tip first? Not really. I like to go in order so I don't forget anything. So how do I find the tax, Peyton?
I think you do like 35.27 times whatever the tax is, 6%.
So can I put 6% into my calculator, or what would I put in my calculator?
0.6.
If I put 0.6, is that 6%? That's 60%.
Okay.
So if it's 6%, Remember, we wanna move, it's 6%, we wanna move that decimal over 2 places.
So 0.06.
So 0.06, it's gonna give you a much different answer. We only wanna pay 6% in tax, not 60%. So $35.27 times 0.06 times that 6% gives me what, Peyton?
Okay, well, I have 10 minutes.
So this is going to be one of those times where you want to write out what the math is that you're doing. Do we have to do the multiplication on our paper? No, but we want to write out what our math is. Nope, that's correct. What is 6% of $35.27?
2.1162.
So 2.1162, but we're dealing with money. So what do we want to do to that? If we're dealing with money, William, round to which place?
1,000.
We want to round to that 100th place, because when we deal with money, there's only those 2 places for the cents. So 2.1162 becomes $2 and how many cents?
It would be $2. $2.11.
So we have a 1 in our 100th place. Look at that thousands. That
Okay, so
thousands
it
place
would
is a
be
6.
$2.12.
$2.12. We want to round it up because it's followed by a 6.
So I got.
And that's why we're walking it through. So we remember. It's been a while since we did rounding of decimals. Okay, so that's why we practice it. So that's the first step in our problem, finding our tax. What's our next step? So I found my tax.
Multiply it by
What do I have to find?
you.
I have to find the tip. So how do I find the tip, Anthony? If the tip is 18%, how do I know what 18% of $35.27 is?
With the decimal to the left.
Okay, so that gives me 0.18. What do I do with that?
You multiply it
By the original amount, $35.27. So again, I'm not writing this just to give myself extra work. You write it down so you remember which math you're doing, what numbers to put in the calculator. What is 18% of $35.27? Aiden?
Oh, wow.
Aiden's questioning his work. Brielle, what did you get? And we're gonna see if Aiden did it right. Yeah, 6.3486. And remember, we are dealing with money. So what are we gonna do with that, Brielle? We're gonna change it to $6.35 because that 100th place has a 4 that's followed by an 8. So we round it up to the 35 cents. Okay, so I found my tax. I found my tip. Am I done?
No,
Why am I not done, Peyton?
because you have to, I think it's, you have to add the tip and the tax together.
Please pardon this interruption regarding recess. The current wind chill is 20 below
Oh,
zero.
actually, yeah, wow.
So we will be staying indoors.
Oh, what a nightmare. Nice.
Indoor recess for today.
Okay, friends, let's finish up. We want to find the total cost of our meal. Well, it costs $35.27. Is that my total cost? No, because excuse me. $35.27 is the price on the menu. I have to factor in my tax and my tip. So how do I factor in the tax and the tip? If I know my meal is $35.27, that's what the menu says. What do I do, Landon?
Oh, you have to add
I have to add them all up.
$8.
$35.27 plus tax of $2.12 plus my tip of $6.35. I'm gonna add all three of those up, and what do I get? Will G. Oh, no, you actually have to do the math. Raise your hand if you've done the math. Landon.
43.74.
$43.74.
That's what I got. I was just wondering if it was wrong or right.
Okay. Any questions on our percent of increase or decrease in real life? Okay, it's what we did yesterday. We're just using real life words for it. So you need to figure out if I'm finding a discount, that's a percent of decrease. What we did yesterday. If I'm finding the retail price, it's a percent of increase. What we did yesterday. Tax, sales tax and the tip are percent of increase. What we did yesterday, so it's not new. Scissors away, please. So if you are watching this at home to review and learn it, or if you are home today, we hope that you are well and that we see you soon. Have a wonderful day.